Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, being here. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being part of my dream.
Baby, they talking about they rolled back the segregation law. Baby, all the whites to the back. To the back. All the way to the back. Get your ass back there, cracker.
I'm gonna talk TV and cinema. Y'all already know we're gonna talk about Beauty in Black, Survivor's Remorse, and Moana 2. I'm gonna talk about also, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're taking care of yourself and your mental health. Okay. But yeah, so Survivor's Remorse is kind of old. I think it originally came out like 2014, 2015, but I had just now watched it, and y'all, I wish it had way more seasons. I absolutely loved it, and I loved how like he was a basketball player, but we never watched him play basketball. But it was okay because every other storyline had us like, or me personally, it still had me watching and everything. And I love how like it showed him coming from the hood, the projects and everything like that, to becoming this basketball player, making so much money, and then he just wanted to continue giving back or giving to people that he felt like deserved it. Or I just think that was so sweet and kind and like beautiful in a sense. And then of course he had like his family members working for him, and he was helping, taking care of them, and then even that gave them more opportunities. Like his sister ended up going to school, his mom ended up, did they get married? I don't think they got married, but she did end up dating the billionaire, and they actually really loved each other. I love the black love with his cousin and Missy. It was just so beautiful. I wish we would have got the chance to see them become parents, because I feel like that would have been like a journey within itself that we would have got to watch. And I do also like how relatable it is, especially with like the sister going to therapy, them fighting each other, but then, you know, still being family after. When Mike Epps died, Uncle Jay, I was just like, damn. But even this, I don't know, whoever wrote it did a very, very, very good job. It was really, 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 really relatable. And so yeah, if you haven't watched it, it's on Tubi. Tubi is free, so go watch it. It's very short episodes too, like 25 minutes. And yeah, I think I got within, I don't even know how long I got through the season, but I did get through it pretty fast, and it kept me hooked, and I always just wanted to watch it. That's why I'm like, I wish they had more seasons, but hey. And now we're gonna talk about Beauty in Black. So yeah, you know, the first, well, I guess this is all the first season, but they just put out like a part 1 and a part 2. Part 1 was fucking crazy, but then part 2 came back. Girl, first of all, props to my girl Kimmy. You got your sister out, and you got out the strip club. Period. Like, I low-key knew, not that that was gonna happen, but within Kimmy's character, you can tell that she is very smart. Even from the first episode where she was like going for the scholarship and everything like that, like you can tell she is very smart in her head. Like, even though yes, she was a stripper and everything, within her character, like from that first episode, we could tell like this girl is smart. Like, she not gonna be in the strip club forever, and she kept saying that too. So it was like, yeah. And then it is crazy how Rain was in that hospital bed, damn near both parts, and then at the end she got up. And I was kind of not sad that Body died, but I did love her character, just in terms of like T, I believe that's her name. She was a really good actor, and that character still was like very, like, even though she was an asshole and everything, it still was like I hate you, but I gotta love the character, because like she was committed. She was committed to Jules in the club and being the bottom bitch. I'm like, you go girl. You go girl. So yeah, and then of course Horace, I hope he don't die too, y'all. I've been seeing everybody saying we hope Tyler Perry keep him on. Mr. Tyler, keep him on, Mr. Perry, please, Mr. Perry. Because even his character was very sweet. He did have like his moments, but the fact that like he didn't know about the strip club and he actually was or he did help them is sweet within itself. The only thing is that like, how are you gay and into men, but then you mad your son is gay, but he's just open and out with it? And that brings us to Charles, who obviously didn't give a fuck. I honestly thought he was dead. I'm not gonna lie to you, but obviously we saw he wasn't. And then it was funny because like Varney went back to Charles' home and he was just in the back there moving and shit, walking, was like hungover, still drunk. And yeah, even when he came back, everybody was just like, oh, you're alive. Okay, anyways. It wasn't even like, I don't know. And then Mallory and Roy, oh my gosh, they need their own show. I ain't gonna lie, they need their own show because they got so much shit going within themselves. But it's like crazy how like they have to stay together, or they both know like we're gonna be together because we both want this money. Either way it goes, they got the money at the end. That's like they end goal. But even that was crazy. I do feel like, honestly, I feel like everybody got what they deserved. Mallory is a bitch and she want to be fake and all this stuff and nice, but then turn around and you don't even care. Once again, you really only care about the money. And then that's another thing too, why do her and Roy not have any kids? Well, I mean, who would want to bring a kid into that? But at the same time, it never slipped up or nothing ever happened. Well, I mean, Roy do be doing a lot of drugs. Don't that like reduce your sperm count and shit like that? So maybe he can't have kids. And then, of course, Mr. Lawson. I forgot his character's name. But yes, your wife is dead. We're sorry your wife got ran over. But let's get to it. What else does your character have? But that's honestly where I'm curious to see season 2, because he's a big part of the money laundering with the strip club, with the judge, and with Jules. So yeah, and speaking of Jules, you got a whole family. Negroes. He got a whole family and a daughter. You have a daughter, but you're pimping other girls out. You know, I was gonna say I hope karma get him, but I don't, because don't know daughter or nobody deserve that on behalf of their parent. But the fact he had a whole family, but you was over here at this club and you beating bitches up and shit like that, and your wife has no idea. That's my other question. How your wife got no idea? Y'all must not be close, or she must, honestly, she probably enjoying that house. She probably is, because even he was like, I gotta go to work, and they were like, you work all the time, and he was like, well, that's what keeps this on. And they was just like, and then she was like, oh, maybe one day you'll have a husband just like your father, who works so hard. Girl. Girl, I was like, but I wonder if they will find out. I don't know. Tyler Perry, y'all know Tyler Perry is so unserious and unhinged. Like, the shit was actually funny and kind of comical. And I'm very, very happy she did find her sister, because one thing about it, finally Kimmy, finally you standing up. She stood up, she was fighting, she was killing people. I was like, oh, okay. But I mean, who could blame her? Because if that was anybody else, one of our sisters, hell yeah, who would want their sister to be pimped out just like them, knowing how like everything is, and then knowing their bosses and everything? Hell yeah, girl, props to you. And then yeah, I don't know if y'all saw, but like there was like a sneak peek or maybe a trailer or something, and she was in her business suit. Tens across the board, girl. You really that bitch. Like, you really just you favored by God for real. Which is so crazy considering that her mom kicked her out and everything over her boyfriend. I don't even think that's her husband, and even if it was, it still ain't right. But Even that, I enjoy watching Kimmy beat the shit out of everybody. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed her slapping that stripper that beat her up. I enjoyed her slapping her mama. Did she slap her mama? I think she slapped the boyfriend. But I enjoy that too. I honestly enjoy Kimmy on her badass, like, you know what I'm saying? She for real came to save the day. And I'm so happy her sister got away, y'all, because when the whole thing like was happening within the club and Angel had to hide her and everything, I was like, fuck, like, I don't know. I was just kind of scared. But they got her out by any means necessary. That's why I said, you go, Kimmy. And then in the end, she won any fucking ways, and now she's everybody's boss. And then the ex-wife, she low-key got on my nerves. I wouldn't mind if like her character just bye-bye, because she was just a little asshole too. And then she over there beating up the lawyer and shit, but then would turn around and be like, and everybody's gonna see you slapping an old lady. But yeah, I feel like this show honestly could go on for seasons and seasons and seasons, because not only does it continue having storylines, but I feel like it also has a lot of back past storylines, you know? Like, first of all, how did they get the money to launder and do the strip club, number one? Number two, how the fuck and what was y'all doing that your hair products is causing cancer? And then, of course, I would like to see people's childhoods, okay? Roy and Charles, I want to see how they was raised. Was you raised with both your parents? I mean, maybe they was. They probably was just skipping and hopping. Because, I mean, both their parents got the money. And then on top of that, it's so crazy how they all are trying to have these shares and everything so that they all come out rich or whatever. Mind you, they already got money. But yeah, they probably did just skip it hop because like both parents have money and everything. They have houses. There's really no reason for you not to have your kid. How did Jules and his wife meet? And seriously, you mean to tell me she knows nothing about what he be doing? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And she a black woman? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. She gotta know something, but she just putting up with it because of the benefits or whatever she's getting. Also, who is Jules? Is he somebody's kid? That's what I was trying to low-key figure out the whole time I was watching it. I was like, where the fuck did even Jules pop up? So yes, I would like to see how the fuck did Jules pop up. Is he somebody's kid, secret kid? Is he just a security and just been low down, you know, all his life? Of course, what's gonna happen is Horace gonna be able to like get them convicted of the crime and everything like that, so that they don't get no money. And then also too, why don't you like your sons? That's why I'm like, I need backstories. I need it all. I need it all with this show. So I ain't gonna lie, Tyler Perry, I do be talking hella shit about you, sir, but one thing about it, you could write some drama. You could write some drama. So, and then also too, y'all, Kimmy was low-key getting on my nerves. Like her and her sister low-key are the same, because they was asking so many questions. And when he wanted to marry her and he was telling her like, you'll be my wife and when I die you'll have my money and everything, she was just like, I don't know, is this legit, girl? Sign the motherfucking papers. You already been to his house. Would you rather cry in the house or cry in that dirty, funky ass strip club? So yeah, and then not Varney trying to get her to go into the lobby. Even that too. One thing about Tyler Perry is when he write, he just keep repeating shit. So the fact he asked her to get into the lobby like 5 times, each time I was like, oh my god, girl, don't fall for it, don't fall for it. But that's why I was like, or that's why I realized like Kimmy's character is actually very smart and she really don't play no games. Like the shit was fun for a minute. She was getting her money and all that stuff, but then she was like, this ain't it. And when she realized this ain't it, she stuck to it. And that's even crazy too, because she owed all that debt. That shit is gone. That girl is taken care of. Like she really won for real. So yeah. Yeah, and then Moana, you guys, it just came out on Disney Plus. So if you have Disney Plus, you can go see it. I didn't see it in the theater, so Yesterday was my first time watching it. I loved it. I cried at the end when she touched the island, and it was like her light and her energy just got rid of Nilo, right? That other guy. And then when her ancestors came and made that thing around her and like sung and everything, it was just so beautiful. I just started crying. I was like, and then y'all already know the whale. Oh my god, one of the ancestors was a whale. I love whales. That's my favorite animal. So I was just like, oh my gosh. And then the way, like, Moana is so smart. The way that she knew, like, to turn the thing this way, that way. And I absolutely love that she brought people from home in her island on this adventure with her. I honestly feel like that made it more, not relatable, but like, it just made it better for some reason. Because the first one, she really was just by herself. And it's like, oh my gosh, you little ass girl. Like, you do not need to be out in these oceans by yourself. But this time she did bring people, and that was so cool. And I love how everybody like had her back and everything and was rooting for her. So if y'all already know, Disney be sharing all the secrets and everything. The ocean has portals, which we saw. The ocean does have underwater islands, underground cities, and everything like that, which is where these mermaids are. Even some humans are, like, not like us, but like part us, you know, and then they just live out there in the ocean and all that shit. And then of course, like, all the gods and everything, and how there was like this war, and then, you know, one god want to keep everybody disconnected from each other and do. Please, it's just crazy how like all these cycles and stories kind of are the same, because that's kind of how, low-key, how every story goes. It's always that one god or person. But maybe I missed it, but what happened with the bat lady? Like, well, I mean, I guess she was fine, right? Because they did get the island, and then of course the coconut people, they were able to get their island. It was an amazing movie. I love how, oh yeah, and she's a big sister. Well, she was a big, no, she is. She's a big sister, so she was able to like come back home to her little sister, and even that was just like so beautiful and pure and everything like that. You strong, Moana, I would say that. But like, how old is she? Did they ever share that in the movie? So yeah, it was a beautiful movie though. I absolutely loved it. Of course, with these sequels, I don't be knowing how this shit gonna go, but Disney, you did your big one with Moana too. People was already like complaining about Lilo and Stitch. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, because I get the complaints, but I don't know. I want to watch it, but I don't know, Disney. I hope you did not fuck this shit up. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I love me a good movie with an adventure, and Moana brings that every single time. Oh yeah, and she was like reconnected with Maui and everything, and even him, I was actually surprised at how like nice he was. Like, he actually wanted to help. He got shocked and everything, so he, for a minute, he actually like had his powers and everything taken away, but then, you know, Moana was able to help and everything. He did have that moment though where he was like, a human can't do it, so basically you're dead. But guess what Moana did? Okay, clock it. So yeah, I think Maui grew on me in this movie, I'm not gonna lie. And so yeah, and even he got his powers back and his hook and everything like that. So yeah, I'm watching, oh, I also watched Inception. I did watch it years ago because I had to watch it for my psychology class. But y'all, these movies be having all the secrets and everything that really be going on. I loved Inception. I love the concept of dreams and like your subconscious and everything, and how your dreams are made of you, but you're also like exploring and going to other realms and everything like that. So that movie was good too. I'm trying to think what I'm watching now, but but I can't remember. I am watching Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. I do like that. I do. My little kid, my inner kid just be like wanting to watch it, so I do watch that. Or I am watching that, the second part of that. And so yeah, give me more ideas of what to watch though, or anything that you guys want me to watch and then talk about. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on everything that I talked about. And Tyler Perry, bring season 2, bring it back. I know it's already recorded, so let's just keep rolling it out, okay? Keep giving it to us, because I'll be watching that shit in a day. So yeah, I love you guys. Keep being you, keep being your best self, and happy as much as you can, and keep being safe, enjoying outside, the heat and everything. Summer, well, spring is coming. Spring is here. It's not summer yet, but enjoy. Bye.